It was during the season, in fact, probably about 6 weeks ago, maybe 2 months ago, and we wondered how many job openings will there be? Now, we knew that there was going to be one with the Raiders. We knew there would be one with Jacksonville. We thought maybe the Giants, maybe the Vikings, maybe the Broncos. And then you realize we have Bears, Broncos, Dolphins, Giants, Jags, Raiders, Saints, Texans, Vikings. So 28% of the league needs a head coach. And it'll probably happen quickly. Once these teams this weekend, these games are over with, and then maybe there's assistant coaches on these teams that maybe will be elevated someplace. You could have assistant coaches on the Chiefs. Eric Bieniemy maybe gets the job in Minnesota. But it feels like we're playing the game of musical chairs, and you want to make sure you get your guy, and you got to hire your GM as well. And it feels like there's a lot more turnover than we thought. And yesterday you had Sean Payton announce that he wouldn't return to the team in 2022. Now, it was labeled in a variety of ways. Stepping down, stepping away, retiring. But the rumors have been out there since this past weekend. But Sean Payton has had a lot of success with the Saints. But he's been rumored to be up for jobs before. The Cowboys job before Mike McCarthy got it. Also the Michigan job before Jim Harbaugh got it. It just feels like he's sort of been angling for, I need a change. And then there's always the Dallas Cowboys, that he could go back there. He was an assistant coach a long time ago, and Jerry Jones hasn't given the vote of confidence to Mike McCarthy yet. And, Sean Payton won a Super Bowl in 2010, 9 double-digit victory seasons with this team, somehow got 9 wins out of this team this year. But if I look at this team now, if you're going to jump off the bandwagon, now would be a pretty good time because salary cap issues, you also have quarterbacking issues. I don't know what's going to happen with Michael Thomas. That was a stout defense this year, but I think he looks at that cupboard. That's why he tried to get Drew Brees to come back. That's why he reached out to Drew Brees. He doesn't have any confidence in those quarterbacks. Now, maybe Jameis Winston. He got hurt, obviously, but I think Sean Payton said, that he would step away from the team, not officially retiring. He's got a lot of options. And I don't know if Amazon moving into the NFL landscape here, now you've opened up all these new jobs. And, Al Michaels going to go to Amazon. Al Michaels going to go to ESPN. And if that happens, Mike Tirico moves in over here. Does Troy Aikman go from Fox to Amazon? There's a lot of things going on right now. And Sean Payton is probably going, okay, maybe I do a 1-year pit stop. Maybe do 1 year and kind of see how Mike McCarthy's doing. I can make some good money here and don't go through the aggravation. No one-loss record. Maybe I do that. And it feels like that might be the direction. We'll hear from Sean coming up here in a moment. But, the Dallas season, the way it ended, it makes sense. Too much sense, but then you have to come back to how bad does Jerry Jones want to make a change? How much is it going to cost to get Sean Payton? Because you have to compensate the New Orleans Saints. Now, if you look at this, he's still under contract with the Saints, and I'm going to guess they're going to go, no, you can't just step down and go to the Dallas Cowboys. It doesn't work that way. We would like to, get a couple of first-round draft picks here. I mean, that's what I would be asking for. Hey, Sean, we loved you. But if you're leaving, we'd like to get some compensation, some nice parting gifts here. And you go back, Belichick was traded, Parcells was traded, John Gruden was traded, and you look at what John Gruden cost the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, it turned out to be a pretty good deal because they won the Super Bowl. But the Raiders, I think it's 2 firsts, 2 seconds, $8 million. I don't know. And Sean Payton, to me, is a better coach than John Gruden. What's it going to cost you? Probably a couple of firsts, maybe some money there. I'm not sure. But it feels like, and Cowboys are in the NFC. Now, this is if Sean decides he wants this. And we reached out to him late last night. Maybe he'll join us. But just get some thoughts from him and see what he wants to do. And maybe it's broadcasting, to be fair to him. Maybe it's just one of those where you go, you know what? I'm going to exhale here for a year. That's all. And maybe he'll like it. Because Jimmy Johnson and Bill Cowher got in, and they never came back out. Now, it felt like Cowher was a possibility with the Giants a couple of years ago. Jimmy Johnson was always rumored. Hell, I think there are teams that still reach out to Jimmy Johnson. Tony Dungy got out and never came back. It's such a grind, the toll that it takes. Sean's been through a lot. Certainly what happened to that city. He got suspended for a year. He's 58 years of age. Is he the same age as Urban Meyer? Does that sound about right? By the way, here is Sean Payton talking about he doesn't like to use that word retirement.
Stepping outside like in the cold weather today and being a little uncomfortable professionally or from a career standpoint is okay. I don't like the word retirement. Mr. B didn't like it either. He always said, retirement's overrated.
Mr. B, I guess is Mr. Benson there. He also said that the time was right.
I felt the time was right for me. I felt the time was right. And it's something that I've been thinking about. Forget football. There's other things. I looked at it as an opportunity also to see my kids more, to travel some more, to get in better shape.
I was waiting for him to say, have you seen my quarterbacks? Of course I'm going to step down. Now, if I can get Russell Wilson to come to New Orleans or Aaron Rodgers, then I'll stay. But you've got all these coaching vacancies right now. Who would have thought? Bears, Broncos, Dolphins, Giants, Jags, Raiders, Saints, Texans, and the Vikings.